Hello guys, welcome to my channel Revolution in Nursing. So, are you ready for the part 2 of top 100 amazing psychiatric terms which you need to know if you are. Let's begin today's class. 11th number is anorexia nervosa. You must have heard about it. Anorexia nervosa. It is an eating disorder in which the patient loses weight abnormally. Means in this, the patient has intense fear of gaining weight and distorted perception of weight. This means that the person didn't eat or have a fear in his mind that he will gain weight. In spite that he has extreme low weight. So in anorexia nervosa, the patient abruptly lose the body weight. 12th is apathy. Apathy stands for lack of feeling, emotion, interest, and concern associated with detachment and indifference. You must have heard apathy, and you will come across this word in psychiatry ahead when you study about many psychiatric disorders like schizophrenia or depression, where the person has this characteristic of apathy. Means he loses interest in his surrounding and he feel no emotions and feelings. He withdrawal from the society. So lack of feeling and emotion is apathy. 13th is aphasia. We can remember it from S, means we can learn that S is speech. So aphasia means difficulty in formulating word, loss of language ability, or disturbances in language output. Means the person, when he is speaking, he won't get any word to speak. He just babble when he not able to utter the word, or became mute. Means there is loss of language and inability of the mind to think what to say next. So aphasia is difficulty in formulating word. So the patient become mute and babbled. Next is apraxia. In aphasia there is S, means speech. In apraxia there is X. You can learn it by X, means exercise, means physical activities. So when the patient is unable to do physical activities, the term is known as apraxia. 15th is associated looseness. Looseness, what do you understand by looseness? Means when you lose something. So associated looseness means a thought disturbance in which speaker rapidly shift their expression of ideas from one subject to another subject in unrelated and unfragmented manner. What does that mean? Means when a patient is speaking of one topic, he just jump to the next topic, but there is no relationship between the previous one and the other one topic. For example, the person says, I write the letter, and then suddenly he did not complete the sentence, and then the patient did not speak about the letter or his writing. He just say, I went to market or I climbed the tree, anything. Means he started loosening it. He did not get the full idea what he is talking about, and loses the topic and loses his concentration on the topic and jumped on to the next one without any relation with the previous one. This is mostly seen in schizophrenia patient. So 16th is autistic thinking. Have you heard about autism? So autism is it is mostly seen in children of 3 years age. In this, the children, they usually did not attract to the world and have no interest in surrounding whether anything happening around him. He just engaged in himself, and autistic thinking is present in autism children only. It means that disturbances in thought that result from intrusion of internally stimulated fantasy world. I told you that they are engaged in themselves, they didn't care about his surroundings, so he just remain in himself. So the intrusion of his internal stimulated fantasy world is present, which disturbed his thoughts. For example, if the mother burn his hand from the stove, the children didn't care about it, and he just laugh and play whatever he is doing and is engaged in himself. He didn't care what is happening around. If there is fire in the house, it doesn't matter to him at all. So it is autistic thinking. Next is evolution. Evolution is also a very famous term which you will encounter in further psychiatric studies, and also a characteristic of schizophrenic patient. So evaluation is lack of motivation or inability to initiate the task. The patient did not have any motivation to do the task, and he just remain in his bed and won't do anything. Example: social contact, grooming, other aspects of activity of daily means are interrupted, and he won't do, and he is not interested in well grooming and all the tasks that he has to do, and is usually present in schizophrenia. So the four terms which I told you are apraxia, inability to carry out activities; associated looseness means it is a thought disturbance in which the speaker shift their expression from one subject to another. Then autistic thinking, it is also a thought disturbance in which his thought is stimulated by his internal fantasy world. Then evaluation, that is lack of motivation. Next is affect. Affect is, there are two terms, one is mood and another is affect. The difference between mood and affect is that affect is objective, means we can see the person is sad or happy, how he is feeling, and mood is subjective, and it is a long period term which affects a person moods and feels by himself only. So affect is outward objective expression of immediate expression of emotions at a given particular time. Like example, the person is sad, or when at night when the light goes off, the person screams out. So fear, joy, or anger means at a particular given time how the patient feels. 19 is anxiety. Anxiety, I told you about anxiety and phobia. So next is anxiety. There is very big difference between anxiety and phobia, and I must tell you what is the difference here only, so you won't get confused. Anxiety is future danger, means you are afraid of anything which can happen in future events, or anything which can happen in the future. So fear, like you are feared about what is gonna happen in tomorrow's test. So you have anxiety which have not occurred, but it is a future event. And phobia is permanent, means you are fear of something permanently. When you have given exam, you are freed from the tension of exam. That is not phobia, that you have phobia from exam. That is just the anxiety you are having of giving the exam. But phobia is permanent, means if you are afraid of closed space, that is you are afraid at any time permanently, so that is phobia. And anxiety is for a particular time only. Anticipation of future danger or misfortune accompanied by feeling of dysphonia or somatic symptoms of tension. So what is dysphonia and somatic symptoms of tension? I already told you, yeah, fear of exam or what's going to happen tomorrow. So you will started having headache, or your eyes will swell out. These are the somatic symptoms. And last but not the least is battering. Battering is physical and sexual abuse. Physical and sexual abuse. Abuse means you can learn it from B and B. Abuse of a person by intimate partners means the person whom you love or by those with whom they have been intimate. So when they do physical and sexual abuse, that is known as battering. That is known as battering. So let's recall today's terms. First is anorexia nervosa, which is an eating disorder and fear of gaining weight. 12th is apathy, lack of feeling or emotions. 13 is aphasia, difficulty in formulating words. 14th is apraxia, inability to carry out activities. 15 is associated looseness, means not able to concentrate on one topic. 16th is autistic thinking, means thought disorder in which the patient is engaged in himself. 17th is evolution, means lack of motivation. 18th is affect, means outward objective expression of emotions. 19 is anxiety, means anticipation of future damage. And 20 is battering, is physical and sexual abuse of person. So thank you for today. Please like and subscribe my channel, and it's very important. This channel will provide you one-stop solution for all the nursing subjects which you are gonna study. Please comment if any topic you are not able to understand. I will definitely provide video, and please support. And I feel motivated when you like this channel. So bye bye, let's meet soon.